Welcome back to Listening Mastery. Today we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to every language learner's heart, talking about your future dreams. It's more than just a language exercise. It's a way to set goals, motivate yourself, and build a brighter future. Joining me today is Ahmed, who's going to share his insights on the power of talking about our dreams. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you, Serena. It's a pleasure to be here.
Ahmed, why do you think it's so important to discuss our future aspirations in English, especially in today's globalized world?
Talking about our dreams in English opens up a world of opportunities. It's not just about improving our language skills, but it helps us build professional and social networks. Imagine being in a job interview and being able to articulate your future goals fluently in English. It leaves a powerful impression on the interviewer.
That's absolutely right. So let's get personal. What's your ultimate dream, Ahmed?
I dream of becoming a software developer and creating applications that make people's lives easier.
Great. Let's move on to some common phrases and sentences we can use to express our future aspirations. Can you give us a few examples?
Absolutely. Here are a few. To express desire, I aspire to. I aim to. Goal is to. To express a dream, I dream of. My dream is to. To express ambition, I am ambitious to. I have a strong desire to. For example, I aspire to be a renowned environmental scientist and contribute to finding solutions to climate change.
And how can we express our dreams in more detail?
We can express our dreams in more detail by answering these questions. What do you want to achieve? Why is this important to you? What are the steps you will take to achieve your goal? What challenges do you anticipate? How will you overcome these challenges?
That's absolutely right. What are some common phrases and sentences we can use to express our future dreams?
When talking about our future dreams and goals, we use a variety of phrases and sentences that express our desires and ambitions. Here are some common phrases with examples. I want to. This phrase expresses a direct and strong desire to achieve something. Example, I want to learn to play the piano. I hope to. This phrase expresses a wish or hope to achieve something in the future. Example, I hope to travel to the moon someday. My dream is to. This phrase is used to express a long-term goal or big ambition. Example, my dream is to become an astronaut. I aspire to. This phrase expresses a high ambition and a goal we strive to achieve. Example, I aspire to contribute to the development of my community. My goal is to. This phrase is used to describe a specific goal we aim to achieve. Example, my goal is to start a successful startup. I am excited about. Used to express enthusiasm for a particular goal. Example, I am excited about starting to learn Spanish. I plan to. Expresses future plans. Example, I plan to travel around the world after graduation.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to set clear and realistic goals?
There are several tips you can follow. Use strong verbs. Instead of saying, I want to be happy, you can say, I will work on improving my social relationships to increase my happiness. Be specific. Instead of saying, I want to travel, you can say, I want to travel to Italy next June. Be realistic. Your goals should be achievable and not so high that you feel discouraged.
What are some phrases we can use to express our future plans?
When we talk about our future dreams, we don't just stop at wishing. We move on to a more specific stage, the planning stage. Phrases like, in the future, I plan to, and I would like to, help us describe our future plans more clearly. In the future, I plan to. This phrase is used to express specific and clear plans. Example, in the future, I plan to travel to Europe for a month. Example, I plan to get a promotion in my current job. I would like to. This phrase expresses a desire or hope to do something and is less specific than the previous phrase. Example, I would like to learn to dance salsa.
That's a great point. So what are some questions we can ask to learn about others' dreams and aspirations?
Asking about others' dreams is more than just casual conversation. It's a way to build deeper connections and understand people better. When we ask someone about their dreams and goals, we're showing that we care about their life and ambitions. What are your future goals? This is a direct and clear question that opens the door for the person to talk about their aspirations. For example, in a job interview, you could ask the hiring manager about the company's future goals. Do you have any dreams for the future? This question is more open-ended and encourages the person to talk about their long-term dreams. For example, you could ask a close friend about their dreams of traveling the world. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This question prompts the person to think about the near future and be more specific in their answer. What is the biggest dream you are pursuing? This question focuses on the person's biggest and most important dream.
Why do we sometimes feel uncertain about our future?
Feeling uncertain about the future is quite normal. Life is full of changes and variables that are beyond our control, and this makes us feel uncertain about what will happen in the future. Additionally, we may have conflicting dreams and goals, which can increase this feeling of uncertainty.
Great. So, what are some phrases we can use to express this uncertainty?
There are many phrases we can use to express uncertainty, such as, maybe I will, and I'm not sure if I will. These phrases reflect this natural feeling of uncertainty and open the door for dialogue and discussion. Maybe I will. This phrase expresses a possibility of something happening in the future and leaves room for doubt and change. Example, maybe I will buy a new car next year. I'm not sure if I will. This phrase explicitly expresses uncertainty and indicates that the person needs more time to think or gather more information. Example, I'm not sure if I will move to another city.
And what are some phrases we can use to express the challenges we might face?
When we talk about our future, we can't ignore the obstacles and challenges that we might encounter. Talking about these challenges openly and thinking about potential solutions is an important part of future planning. Phrases like, one of the challenges I might face is, and to overcome this, I will, help us deal with these challenges more effectively. One of the challenges I might face is. This phrase is used to identify potential obstacles we might encounter in achieving our goals. Example, one of the challenges I might face is managing my time better. To overcome this, I will. This phrase is used to describe the steps we will take to overcome challenges. Example, to overcome this, I will create a daily schedule.
What are the correct grammar rules we should follow when talking about the future?
That's a great question. When talking about future plans, we use a set of verbs and expressions that indicate we're talking about something that will happen in the future. The most important of these rules revolve around using future tenses. First, the simple future tense will. We use this tense to express decisions we've just made or predictions based on information we have. Example, I will travel to Paris next year. Second, be going to. We use this expression to talk about specific plans we've already made. Example, I'm going to study Spanish in the summer. Third, the present continuous for future. This tense is used to express specific plans, especially when there's a prior arrangement or booking. Example, I am flying to Cairo next Sunday. Talking about the future requires us to use specific verbs and expressions. Let's start with the simplest examples. If I say, I will travel to Paris, it means I've already made the decision to travel. But if I say, plan to travel to Paris, it means I'm considering it and planning for it.
That's clear. But there are many details that can be added, like the time frame, reason, and conditions.
Exactly. Let's take an example from work life. I can say I will submit my final report next Friday to specify a specific date. Or I can say, if I finish analyzing the data, I will start writing the report to add a condition.
And these examples give the impression that we have control over our future and plan for it precisely. But what if we're not entirely sure?
In that case, we use phrases like maybe or might, for example, and say, might get a promotion at work next year. Here I'm expressing a possibility rather than a certainty.
Great. Let's move on to another context, the academic world.
In an academic setting, we use the same rules, but with slight variations. For example, I could say, I plan to write a thesis on artificial intelligence to express a future plan, or, if I pass this course, I will enroll in a graduate program.
And what about our personal lives? How do we talk about our future plans in that context?
In our personal lives, we also use the same rules. I could say, I'm getting married to my partner next year to express a wedding plan, or, I might move to another city to find a better job.
That's very helpful. But how do we construct more complex sentences to express future plans?
We can use conditional sentences, compound sentences, time clauses, and cause and effect expressions. For example, I could say, as soon as I finish my graduation project, I will start looking for a job, and I plan to attend an international conference in this field to expand my knowledge.
A final tip for those who want to talk confidently about their future?
Consistent practice is the key to confidence. Try talking about your plans with others, read books and articles about the future, and most importantly, believe in yourself and your abilities.
And now we've reached the end of our episode. I'd first like to thank our guests for this valuable information. And now I'll leave you with a variety of examples to talk about future dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow everything related to the English language.
Example 1. Neurosurgeon. I've always dreamed of becoming a neurosurgeon. I want to be at the forefront of medical research and perform complex surgeries to restore the health of patients suffering from serious neurological diseases. I imagine myself in the operating room, using the latest surgical techniques and helping patients regain their normal lives. The idea of helping someone regain their ability to move or speak fills me with immense joy. I want to be the hope that patients and their families hold onto in their most difficult moments.
Example 2. The world traveler. I plan to travel to every continent, starting with exploring the Amazon rainforest and then climbing the Himalayas. I want to learn new languages, understand different cultures, and become a global citizen. Traveling for me is a way to discover myself and broaden my horizons. I want to step out of my comfort zone and learn how to adapt to new environments and unexpected challenges.
The last example, the entrepreneur. I'm currently working on developing an innovative application that will help people manage their time better. I want to contribute to building a thriving digital economy and create job opportunities for young people. The idea of building something from nothing and turning an idea into a